for the purpose of this class and using the auxiliary views, neither one of these views are going to give us any information that we're not able to get from the auxiliary view. Therefore, we're going to delete those two views, and for this drawing, we're going to be working off of the front view and the auxiliary view. I would like for you to provide an isometric over here on the right side. So if you go back to your base view, if you bring in that as your front view, you can use your view cube to orient that in such a way that you can actually see the part. I do like it shaded. I prefer the shaded, so there is a shaded button right here that if you click on that, that will then shade that view. And, oh, I don't know, I guess I did not click on that. It should be blue. It was not blue, but it should be shaded. The second button here is removing the hidden lines. So if you've got that activated, you'll notice that there are no hidden lines in that view. If you unclick that, then it's going to show the hidden lines. So just creating a shaded view there. Now, to finish up this drawing, you should be able to get started with your dimensioning. I like to, before I even get into the dimensioning, this is a good time to go ahead and put center lines on your drawing. Switching over to the annotate ribbon, make sure that you are using your center mark command and you're pointing to the center mark. Note when you pick the outside radius, that center line is going to go to the outside instead of just the inside there. So try to get in the habit of picking the larger radius, and then that will save you just a little bit of time. So as I pick this one on the outside, I get 3 of my center lines, but the fourth one was dropped because there's not an arc on the bottom part. So simply picking on the circle there is going to bring the rest of that center line down. Picking your center lines is your center line bisector. When you pick that, that's going to draw a center line from one side of the circle to the other, so that's going to give you your center line. In the auxiliary view, typically we do not have hidden lines, especially in the feature itself, but since this is projecting the base, and this drawing is a true projection, meaning that everything is projected straight over, we would not use any of that information down on the base for the location of those holes. But I'm going to go ahead and put the center lines on that to show that those are the holes, and they would be shown on the drawing. This method of projection is just a little bit different than if you were doing this in AutoCAD. In AutoCAD, I would choose probably to eliminate the base. I would not even project that over. And that is definitely an option as you're working. You may find in certain situations that it gets to be too much information and it's too busy in that area. If you choose to eliminate some of that information on your auxiliary view, you can select multiple objects there. I'm just holding my shift button down, and you can right click and change the visibility. Well, let's see if we can try that again. Maybe it's because of that center line. You can change the visibility, and I don't know why that was coming up just one piece there. Huh. Interesting. Let's try drawing a window. Nope. There's one at a time. That's going to take forever, Inventor. So, but you could do this. And maybe it has to do with, no, it doesn't have to do with the center line. Wow. Okay. Interesting. That's a little crazy there. But anyway, I should have been able to have selected all of that and changed the visibility. I'll have to look that one up. But if you needed to go back and change and like unhide something, you could, or change some of the true projection, you could right click on it and change the visibility. That seems like a lot of work. I'm just going to back that up and just keep what I had. There we go. So what we're going to be looking at now is placing the dimensions. You should be able to lay out your dimensions. You can use the retrieve dimension tool, see if that works out for you. I'm just I guess the old-fashioned where I just want to place my dimensions on there myself and lay those dimensions out accordingly. So go ahead and dimension this part and go ahead and save that and upload it as your sample problem. Remember, when you are uploading these problems, you should be using the file, export, and then PDF. So you should have created a drawing that is an IPT file. You should have an IDW file, and included in that is now the same drawing part with a PDF file. So go ahead and save that as your PDF and upload that as your practice drawing with dimensions.